A reading from the second book of Kings. Of Zedekiah's reign, on the 10th day of the month, Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, and his whole army advanced against Jerusalem, encamped it around it, and built siege walls on every side. The siege of the city continued until the 11th year of Zedekiah. On the 9th day of the 4th month, when famine had gripped the city and the people had no more bread, the city walls were breached. Then the king and all the soldiers left the city by night through the gate between the two walls that was near the king's garden. Since the Chaldeans had the city surrounded, they went in the direction of the Arabah. But the Chaldean army pursued the king and overtook him in the desert near Jericho, abandoned by his whole army. The king was therefore arrested and brought to Riblah, to the king of Babylon, who pronounced sentence on him. He had Zedekiah's sons slain before his very own eyes. Then he blinded Zedekiah, bound him with fetters, and had him brought to Babylon. On the 7th day of the 5th month, this was the 19th year of Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, Nebuzaradan, captain of the bodyguard, came to Jerusalem as the representative of the king of Babylon. He burned the house of the Lord, the palace of the king, and all the houses of Jerusalem. Every large building was destroyed by fire. Then the Chaldean troops who were with the captain of the guard tore down the walls that surrounded Jerusalem. Then Nebuzaradan, captain of the guard, led into exile the last of the people remaining in the city, and those who had deserted to the king of Babylon, and the last of the artisans. The son of the country's poor, Nebuzaradan, captain of the guard, left behind as vine dressers and farmers. The word of the Lord. Our response: let my tongue be silenced if I ever forget you. Let my tongue be silenced if I ever forget you. By the streams of Babylon we sat and wept when we remembered Zion. On the aspens of that land we hung up our harps. Let my tongue be silenced if I ever forget you. Though there our captors asked of us the lyrics of our songs, and our despoilers urged us to be joyous, sing for us the songs of Zion. Let my tongue be silenced if I ever forget you. How could we sing a song of the Lord in a foreign land? If I forget you, Jerusalem, may my right hand be forgotten. Let my tongue be silenced if I ever forget you. May my tongue cleave to my palate if I remember you not, if I place not Jerusalem ahead of my joy. Let my tongue be silenced if I ever forget you.
The Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. When Jesus came down from the mountain, great crowds followed him. And then a leper approached him and did him homage and said, Lord, if you wish, you can make me clean. He stretched out his hand, touched him, and said, I will do it. Be made clean. His leprosy was cleansed immediately. Then Jesus said to him, see that you tell no one, but go show yourself to the priest and offer the gift that Moses prescribed. That will be proof for them. The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
So way back when, I went on I was a young man, and I went on a retreat with a bunch of guys from the cathedral, kids from the cathedral in Montana. Anyway, went out to Omaha, Nebraska. It was kind of a week-long retreat. First time I'd really ever done anything like that. Be honest, I can't really remember much about the retreat except the pretty girl I met. And also this one lady who spoke just right at the end. She was kind of giving exhortations to everyone, right? And you know what she said? She spoke to the men in the room, and she said, men, you are called to be leaders of society. And I'm calling you out. Be men. Be men. And that stuck with me. Okay, that was pushing 20 years ago. If you think that saying was unpopular then, try now. Funny but true. Okay? Men, be men. We need you. Okay? We are called to be head of society, head of our families. And this is not to the degradation of women. Women have an intrinsic role, very much indispensable, right? St. Paul says, husbands, wives, be submissive to your husbands. Not a popular verse in Scripture. What's that mean? Submissive, under mission, co-mission with the husband. You work together, right? That's how it's designed. All right, what does it mean to be a man? Every man's called to be a father. Every woman's called to be a mother, whatever that looks like, okay? What does it mean to be a man? I'm just throwing out two things: protector and provider. Men are protectors and providers. That is our DNA. Can women do this? Yes, right? But I cannot speak for a woman because I am not one. Men, our DNA is to be protectors and providers, okay? Why all this men business? I don't know. Thinking about Jesus coming down from the mountain. There's just something masculine about Jesus, kind of coming down from the mountain and taking charge. Right? We see that in today's gospel. He just cleansed someone of their leprosy. He just owned it, did it, nailed it. Right? I'm reminded of Jesus standing with Pontius Pilate after being scourged, and him saying, "Ecce homo, ecce homo." Pilate probably spoke those words in Latin, "Ecce homo," right? Because he spoke Latin. You know what that means? Behold the man. Behold the man. Jesus there, providing and protecting his people, you and I. So I'm reminded of that today. And I'm inspired by that today. Protector and provider. So I had a text this morning from a cousin of mine. I had to call him out. He, whatever. Anyway, he showed me this picture of a motorcycle. What do you think? Is this a good one for me? Is this be a good motorcycle for me to buy? I said, yeah, it's a nice bike. But remember, you're a family man. Right? He's newly married. He didn't get it, Well, what kind of bike do you have? I said, this and that. Remember, you're a family man and that ground is close. Okay? You can buy a bike. You can have a motorcycle as a family man. But your first priority is to be a protector and a provider. I have a motorcycle, right? I don't think it detracts from my ministry. Okay? So it's not objective bad. It's discerning, Does this add to the mission? Okay? All that being said, today, I celebrate my 5th anniversary of taking a vow of celibacy. Kind of cool. It's been a good ride, not an easy ride, but I feel strengthened in that call. And I'm not a bachelor. I'm a married man. Who am I married to? The church. Who's an image of the church? Our Blessed Mother. Okay? She fills that feminine, motherly, spousal role in my heart. She's who I work for. She inspires me, fires me up. Men, we need women. Women, inspire your husband, inspire your man. We need you, okay? We work together to bring about the glory of God, to build his kingdom, right? Jesus shows us how it's done. Jesus had a woman in his life. It was Mary. We work together. We need each other. The complementarity of man and woman. But today, I'm exhorting you men, be men.